All right, good morning. We're looking to see how this shot is. Okay. Let's adjust. All right, good morning. A different view today. The lighting's just a little strange. Yeah, so, let's move this way a little bit. There we go. All right, well, so welcome for a time of Qigong practice. This is probably going to be the last free open Friday morning until January. I may continue in December. Probably if we go through December, it will end on December 17th. We will not be here next week because of the Thanksgiving holiday. And then after that, there would be 3 more. So there'll probably be 3 Fridays in December, and then we'll be taking a break until mid-January. And the open class for this practice time for Qigong will likely move to a different time of day and possibly a different day of the week. We're taking a look at what best serves people, whether people are able to attend live, or whether they're using the recordings more. If you're using the recording in your own time, that's great. We now have several available here in the YouTube channel at Way Opens. So you can always use these recorded practice sessions. Whether people are going to continue to be interested in online live classes remains to be seen. So if you're here live watching on the YouTube channel, that's awesome. Really glad that you're here. And I'd love it if you could support this freely offered class and practice time with a donation if you haven't already made one. That makes it possible for other people who really don't have the means to do this practice. So bringing the arms swinging to a close, then we'll move into spiraling, letting the arms be floppy, lightly tapping on the sides and in the back, stimulating some of these meridians, these pathways for Qi. Good, and we can let this come to a close. Inhale, let the head drop forward. Just let it hang for a minute. Take in a couple deep breaths. And on your next inhalation, bring your right ear toward your right shoulder and the head comes back. Then breathing out, coming over to the left and forward again. So we're going to be doing these neck rolls this morning with coordinated breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Take your time with this neck opening move. Change direction. Still inhaling up one side, exhaling down the other. But really see if you can take some time. There's no hurry. We're not whipping our head around. Really feeling how the weight of the head can give a nice stretch to some of those neck muscles. And as they open up, the 7 little joints of your neck also open up and become more spacious. Good. Just moving the head in whatever way feels good for your neck. Interlace your fingers, hang your arms over the back of your head. Get that neck and upper back stretch.
And then we'll continue this journey toward the ground with the top of the head by going into the spinal flexion, this forward roll through the whole spine. Once you're hanging over, you're just going to bounce a little bit, or you could swing side to side, or you could shake things out, or you could just breathe deeply and hang from the hips and let gravity take any stuck energy and tightness out. Inhaling, pressing into your heels, letting the legs lift you back up, and from the tail all the way up through the center of the body, letting the head be the last thing that comes up, lengthening up through that spine, feeling that rise of energy from below to above. This is what we're going to be focusing on as we practice today. So let's do some shoulder rolls. Again, taking your time, breathing with this move, letting these opening warm-up moves help you concentrate, help you gather all your awareness and attention to just being here with movement, breath, and awareness. Inhale, go the other direction with the shoulders now. Good. All right. Crossing at the wrists, throwing the arms back. Feel that little stretch across the collarbones, across the chest. Imagine that you're throwing the tension away, back behind you, your elbows opening up, your wrists opening up. Oh, and I'm alternating which hand is on top each time. As we come forward, we switch, just to keep us awake. Good. Shake out the arms. Now here in the chest, I'll do this from the side. So we're gonna inhale, lift the chest, exhale, round it forward. Just this part of the body, just the upper half, maybe just the ribs moving in and out, right? Arms move because ribs move. We're not doing anything. The arms are just hanging as you breathe in and out, just to kind of open up just the part of the spine that's connected to the ribs. Then we'll reach out with the sides of the ribs. Good, good. Rub your hands together, get a little heat going between the palms of the hands. We're going to place them right on the lower back and just receive that energy into your lower back, that round lumbar curve there between the pelvis and the bottom of the ribs. Nice, easy, caring touch. Just wanting things to soften here. These muscles can get tight. And that'll prepare us to move into pelvic rotation. And you don't have to have your hands on your hips if you don't want. And we'll go both directions, so change which way you're going. Really feeling, you can feel how the weight shifts in the soles of your feet. So you could be aware of, as you're doing these pelvic rotations, feeling how that oval or circle that you're making is reflected in the soles of the feet. You can feel that all the way underneath there. Right? Pelvis and legs work together. or they should. Good, so we'll bring them together in center again. Rubbing your knees if they need some kind of massage, or we'll just focus on circles, both directions, just receiving the warmth of your own touch as you do this. And then if you need to hold on to something, you can. We're going to extend the foot and point and flex the ankle. Do that several times, and then begin circles in both directions. So, several times one way, and several times the other. It's fine to touch down as often as you want, or as I said, you can grab a chair to the side of a table if you need to hold on to something. This is really about opening up the leg joints. Then we're going to go into this bicycle move as though you're pedaling something. Really feel how the hip, knee, and ankle joints all work together in this action. Good. Place that foot. Take a moment. Find your steadiness on that, and we'll do it on the other side. So we're going to point and flex, and then circles in both directions. And then pedaling, bicycle move. Shake out the leg if there's any excess tension. We're going to take a moment to do rattling the bones. I don't do this every time I practice, but it's a nice energizing thing to do. So it's good in the morning like this, or if you're practicing sort of end of the day, like late afternoon, right before dinner or something, this can be a good way to get your energy back up. So we're literally just going to shake everything in the body. So we'll begin by bouncing through the knees, the legs. Let that get a little more vigorous. Then you could add your arms, your hands, and wiggle your body in any way that feels good. They call this the Qigong Hokey Pokey. Shake it all about. Rattle the bones. Doesn't look very pretty. Looks kind of weird, actually. But it feels good. Good. Let it all shake out till you feel complete. Good. All right, the stance for Qigong is feet hip width apart. Parallel. So we're not turned out. We're not pigeon-toed. We're straight ahead. Take a couple deep breaths if that helps you tune into Dantian. Dantian is the center of energy in the body, and right here is also a primary gravitational balancing center. Just the weight of the body when it's upright balances. It's right here. It's right at the base of your spine, right above your groin, parallel to your two hip bones on the side, a few inches below your belly button. It's actually the place where, for most people, when they're relaxed and have one palm over the other palm, your hands land right at center. So we're not going like this. We're not bending down. It's just as you bring your hands together, they kind of naturally fit right there. That's interesting. And so in preparation for beginning the form this morning, let's just tune in to the breath and see if you can feel the expansion of center on the in-breath and the release back down on the out-breath. This form called the 18 harmonizing movements, is harmonizing the energy of what is below with the energy of what is above. Or we could just as easily say it harmonizes the energy that is above with the energy that is below. And there's a rhythm to this. And the rhythm is the breath. So we follow the breath with our movements. We don't breathe as we move. We move as we breathe in this form. And I can't emphasize this enough. So at first, if you're just new to this practice and just learning it, that's what most people describe as their biggest challenge, is learning to coordinate moving with the length of a breath. So beginning with our hands at the sides, we'll start with the first move, the opening move, raising the chi, also known as mist rising off the lake. And see if you can move your hands and arms in harmony with your breathing in or breathing out. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Long, slow, easy breath in, out, 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 out. So the movement ends when the breath ends. The movement begins when the breath begins. Let's do one more. Opening the heart to what is. We're going to inhale and bring the hands apart. Exhale, bring the palms toward each other and back down again. So the movement might be faster on this, right? There's more territory to cover with the hands and arms, but the breath is still deciding the pace. So long, slow breath in and out. Keeping awareness of Dantian, of center. When you open your hands away from each other, if you're feeling a squeeze in the back between your shoulder blades, then you're going too far. This isn't a big stretch open. So right now I'm feeling contraction in my back. No, hands only come about this far. Think about a circle, circling the arms. So we're breathing in. Good. Next one is swinging the rainbow. Inhale, exhale. Try not to twist when you bend. Let the curve begin with your hip coming out to the side. We're moving from center, which is in the pelvis. Your hands can be raised and your shoulders can be released down. They don't have to be lifted. Easy, relaxed shoulders. We're swinging the rainbow of chi between our hands. Exhale, we'll squat over, cross at the wrists. Inhale the palms back up overhead, parting the clouds. And that brings us right into floating silk through the air. The spiral begins, you know where, at center. So I'm not bringing my arms back and forth like this. I'm turning from here. Spiraling the spine and the head with the arms extended. Nice, light, extended arms, not stiff. Light like silk, floating silk. Breathing. Good. Coming back to center. Coming untied here. Let's tie it up. We are going to inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, palms down. In a little sitting down action. So as though you're sitting down in a boat. This is rowing across the big lake. And then we inhale into raising the sun. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. And you're lifting a heel and a hand on the same side. And then as you exhale, bringing them back down. Right here in the center before you switch, you've got a little chi ball. Feel that chi. One more on each side. Good, and then gazing at the moon. Similar, but we're using both hands. And we're not lifting the heels on this one. I know some people were up very early, 3, 4 o'clock this morning, middle of the night, to try to see that special lunar eclipse last night. Seen a couple of little pictures on social media. So maybe you were gazing at the moon.
Good. Last one, whatever side you're on. We're going to exhale as we bring the hands down. Then breathing in, we'll bring one palm back. Push out, breathe out, gathering lotus leaves. Other side. Exhale, gather it, inhale. Good. We'll come back to center and inhale the palm in front of your eyes, going into a spiral. And inhale the next hand up, spiral over on the out breath. This is waving at clouds. Again, remember the spiral, the turn begins in the pelvis at center. See if you can just be turning like this without your arms. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, turn like this and then add the arms. And then see. Good. Coming back to center, now we're going to go down to the ocean. Inhale, step forward into a lunge, and exhale to scoop the ocean. Inhale, look at the sky. This is a lovely one to do at the ocean, right at the beach. Bring your front foot back. So you can imagine stepping out right at the edge of the ocean, scooping up a little water, leaning back, and then looking at the sky as you refresh yourself with that water. I think that's the image we're supposed to get of this. Scoop it up. Spread it around. Life energy. When you're pushing off, the back foot is what pushes you forward. You're lifting the heel there, coming forward. And as you lean back, your toes in front lift. We're going to do that same thing with the legs. Now inhaling the palms forward. Again, stepping out. Exhale as you push the waves. Inhale as you rock back. Same thing with the legs though. Pushing off with the back foot, lifting the heel. Shifting the weight off the front foot, lift the toes. Exhale, inhale. Gently rocking back and forth from back leg to front leg. Bring that front foot back. Step out on the other side and repeat. Once more, coming forward and back. Bring the front foot back. Again, we're going to lunge, this time not lifting heels or toes. Moving into flying dove, spreads its wings. So we're breathing out as we're coming forward. Breathing in as we bring the palms toward the heart. following the breath. Yes, the length of the move is a reflection of the length of the in-breath or the out-breath. So we're breathing out, in, out, in. Let's switch sides, bring the front foot back, step out, breathe out, repeat. Good, bring the front foot back. Coming back to the home stance, loose fists at hip height. Exhale, turn, inhale. Bending the knees on the extension, straightening them as you come back. This is dragon emerging from the seat. Widening the stance, we'll inhale into flying wild goose. Breathing in, backs of the hands touch, and we breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, we'll inhale the palms up one side of the circle, exhale them down the other side. This is the windmill. And then we go the other way. Again, exhaling as we come down, inhaling as we lift up. This is really a harmonizing move. Literally blending the chi in this circular pathway. Walking through the tall grass, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. As though you're walking through tall grass on a prairie or something, or something sticky, viscous, thick. Focus on palm of the hand, sole of the foot, bringing the chi up, bringing the chi back down. This is a very good move to do if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, nervous. It's very steadying. Just simply inhale, exhale. Feel that security underneath. It's very calming, this one. And the final move, of course, gathering the fragrance of the earth. So as you squat down,
Imagine that you're gathering something that smells great and bringing it home right here. Let's move some of that qi that we've awakened throughout the abdominal region. We'll start with tiny circles and let the circles get bigger and bigger and bigger, and just spreading this lovely life energy throughout this midsection here. Then we'll go the other way. Come back to center. We'll go horizontally across the pelvis. In back, the back of your hand is swiping across the base of your spine there at the sacrum, across the center of your pelvis. Just letting the pelvic bowl, the hips, the lower back, the groin, the pelvic floor all benefit from this centered, opened qi that's flowing differently now than it was half an hour ago, from one shoulder to the opposite hip. We're also encouraging this flow, this redistribution, this rebalancing of life energy in the body that we've just cultivated with these 18 moves. And what cultivated that qi the most strongly, the most effectively, was your attention, your awareness. So whether you feel like you did these moves well or poorly, with balance or lack of balance, or whether it felt great or a little confusing, doesn't matter so much as your intentional attendance. If you showed up for yourself, you practiced Qigong today, and I thank you. I'm going to bring the left hand out to be the moon. We'll make a little fist on the right. This can represent the sun. We're going to bring the sun and the moon together in a salute and a bow to honor each of us for our practice. Thank you for playing Qigong with me today. We usually take the rest of our hour to sit meditation. Not going to be able to do that today. So if you really feel the need to sit and meditate, please do, and check out the guided meditation playlist on the channel here if you would like anywhere from a 10-minute to a 30 or a longer guided meditation. They're all here on the Way Opens Wellness YouTube channel. Thanks for being with me. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Please be grateful for that life energy that runs through you and those you love. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.